Okay, I think it's time for us to start. People that come later can catch up as we go along. So I just wanted to say a good evening to everyone. My name is Marot. I'm calling you from Johannesburg in South Africa. And tonight, here in South Africa in Johannesburg, it's a really, really hot evening. So we could be expecting some big storms later. Anyway, just so you know a little bit about me, I've been involved with my own marketing company for 19 years as an entrepreneur, and I've owned an IT company for 7 years, and I got to the point in my life where my stress levels were very high and I was looking to make some changes, and my income was always up and down. I'm sure that some of you can relate to that, and working long hours into the night, and that work wasn't just fun anymore, and so I needed to do something to change this. So I was very fortunate at the time I was very fortunate at the time to meet someone who turned my attention to network marketing, and I started looking at the industry in 2011. And then in 2013, I attended a conference in Las Vegas to see and meet some people in the network marketing industry who were considered the gurus of the industry. And previous to this, I started reading network marketing books because, you know, marketing in our world and network marketing are two different things. And so I needed to upskill myself on this industry since I was looking at it. So I started reading up and just reading some of these network marketing books, and to sum it up, there are a lot of really good books out there that make things seem so great, almost unbelievable at times, and so I started getting really interested in this industry. Pardon me. To start, I think that it's important that you start understanding some of the facts that surround the industry. When you're looking at a direct sales company. And first of all, the health and wellness industry, according to this chap that's on your screen, who is a world-renowned economist and best-selling author, Pilzer, if I hope I said his name right, he says that in the next 4 years, the health industry is going to emerge as a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So when I was reading this book, The Next Trillion, where the next trillion is coming from, well, it centers around wellness, the wellness industry, and also the wellness revolution. Why? Because the cost of Medicare, medicines, and everything else that's going on out there right now, why people are getting focused back on their health and becoming healthier, and not just wanting to treat the symptoms, but treat the actual root cause, which is about eating better and of course, taking in better nutrition. And also the next millionaires in this book intrigued me as well, because they talk about the next baby boomers. If you have done some reading yourself, the next baby boomers in the history of this planet are just about to retire in the next 4 years. And the number one concern is health. And the number two concern is how are they going to retire? Okay, so I believe that we're in the right industry, and here is why. In the book called The Next Millionaires, Paul talks about 10 million new millionaires in the next 10 years. So, you know, when I read this book, I thought, well, why wouldn't you want to be there? You know, why would I would want to be there? And if you look at the stats of around the world, worldwide stats, about 82% of women out there are already earning close on $100,000 a year through direct sales, and about 71% of men are doing the same. So, you know, this is really something to think about. So let's have a look at the network marketing stats. Okay, this is the 2003 and stats from 2003, and obviously the stats that I pulled up was period of 2006. The direct sales network marketing was $100 billion industry. I mean, that type of number is like mind-blowing, okay? And so it grew between 2006 and 2012 by 60% to 167 billion, okay? And then from 2012 to 2013, it grew another 15%, and it's estimated in 2014, these are the stats. Obviously, I'm curious to know if the estimation is actually real, that this industry would have grown by 18% and to 225 billion. I mean, these numbers are astronomical. And in 2020, it's estimated that this industry could hit $1 trillion, could be $1 trillion industry, creating 5 million new millionaires. So this is an industry that you want to become engaged in. The stats are laid out here before you, and you just have to recognize how good this is. And yes, it might seem unbelievable, but it's happening. While you and I are sitting here on this webinar, there are people that have created wealth through this industry. Okay, so just a question. Did you know that the network marketing companies, obviously if you are already in network marketing, you would know this, but they share a large percentage of their revenue with their distributors. So here's a question for you. How much did your company share with you last year? If you're an employee, how much did you get from your company last year? Well, like I thought, probably nothing, zilch, nada, zero. You're still just getting your normal salary. So what I'm saying here tonight is this is the industry where we should be in. We should be in this industry. And that's why I'm here tonight to give you this business webinar. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's a taboo subject, the whole network marketing. Well, let me tell you something. It's a respected industry. In fact, the last 10 years, 80% of all millionaires came from the direct selling network marketing industry. So this is a very respected career opportunity. Here on your screen, you can see what some of the favorites out there are saying about network marketing. And we know all of these guys, and we know that they are multi-billionaires. So, you know, if they've got something to say about network marketing, then I suggest that you listen. Okay, so now I'm going to have a look at, I just love this guy. I read the book, The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't know who he is, Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote the book, the other book as well, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I got a chance to attend his conference in South Africa when he came over, and he talks about the 4 quadrants, okay? Typically, you'll see on the left-hand side the employees and the self-employed, okay? These are like having a job. Either you are an employee working 40 hours a week, getting paid for 40 hours a week, and each week on Monday it goes to 0, and you got to work another 40 hours a week, and you end up doing this for 40 years of your life. And it's hard work, and there's no security, and you have little or no time, and it's an active income, which means that if you stop working, your pay stops, okay? And there's a lot of people from there that decide that they want to become their own boss, just like I did. And I thought that would be better. And they become self-employed, and then nothing changes for them, as they still only have 40 to 50 hours, and some of them, like me, end up working 60, 70, 80 hours. And once we run out of time, then you know, we can't sell any more of our time. So these people then take on more debt with employees, plus the workspace that they have to pay for, and the cost of the business. In fact, the left-hand side of the quadrant, 95% of the people only earn 5% of the wealth in the world. So I looked at the other side of the quadrant, and that is being the investor or the business owner. Now, there's a difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. Okay, let me tell you what that is. If you have millions of rands or dollars and you want to invest, you can make good return, because the money that you have, the more money that you have, the better the return. You have, say for instance, you have $1 million or $1 million rand and you invest at 5%, you got $50,000. Most people don't even have $1 million or $1 million rand to invest. In fact, it takes the average person probably their whole working life to get to that point where they have that amount of money in their savings. In fact, 95% of people come in under that amount in savings. So typically, that is not the way people should be doing things. Don't we agree? But as a business owner, just imagine if you owned a system and you work only 10 to 15 hours a week to teach people how to work 10 to 15 hours a week in their business, that becomes part of your business, and now you're leveraging your time through a system that eventually creates a passive income that pays you over and over and over again, whether you work or not. I mean, doesn't that make sense? And if you compare this to 40 years in a work environment, this is easy work. There's stability in it, and it provides you with a lot of spare time, and now you have the money to invest as an investor, and 95% of all wealth comes from this 5% of people on the right-hand side of the quadrant. So I started reading all these books on direct sales and network marketing. Even went over to America to meet some of these people. As I said earlier, one of the big gurus in the industry is Eric Worre. Went to see him, and he was saying, we got a chance to meet him and his wife, and he was saying that in 2012 there were only 500 people that attended his conference, but that was a lot of people. When I went in 2013, there were 5,000 people at that conference. So what does this tell me? This tells me that the industry is really growing, and it is something that we need to look at. And what I found out was that it didn't matter what your background was, that anyone could do this. So here's the thing. You have to learn the skills, of course. There are skills that come with this, and you're not born with them, so you have to learn and acquire these skills. But you see, I want to be a business owner, that owning a system that leverages my time to put me in that 95% of wealth that takes me to those 5% of people who are earning the majority of wealth that's created out there. So if you want this, then you got to get yourself on the right-hand side of this quadrant. Okay, so let's have a look at the I mean, there are millions, well, not millions, okay, that's an exaggeration. There's actually 18,000 multi-level marketing companies out there, maybe even more by now. But how do you choose one to become involved in? If you look at the top 100 companies, out of 93 out of them are in the health and wellness. That's the top 100 companies in the MLM, okay? In fact, 4,900 health companies out of 18,000 MLM companies out there are health and wellness companies. But how do you choose from them? So now my background is marketing research, and I've worked in many different industries doing lots of research. And I have my criteria list of what I want out of a company. So when I got involved with Visi, and I was doing my research while I was in America, I brought out my list and I had a look at it to see how the criteria compared. So here's a few things that I want when I'm looking for a company, because there's so many out there. You got to determine what is best for you. What would you need to the company to have to make you happy with joining them? So here we go. Here is my list. And first of all, the first thing is I need to be happy that the executive team is experienced. Okay. I also want them to have a successful track record, and then possibly to be debt-free and privately owned, because of course if they're not debt-free, they could disappear with all our money. So must be debt-free, must be privately owned. And then, of course, the most important thing is that they have to have a unique first-to-market product, okay, and a high-quality product which is in demand, because that's really important. You could have a first-to-market product, but if it's not in demand, you're not going to go anywhere with it. And then, of course, I need them to have a long-term business plan, because I want to feel secure with the company, and I want to know that they're going to be there for a long time. And then there's the growth cycle. They should be in their foundation stage between 2, 3, 4 years, where they're starting to get recognized and they're starting to grow. And of course, they need to have a lucrative pay plan, because why would we want to join a company where we have to get, 9 or 14 people before we get paid? No, we want to get paid straight away. And then, of course, a solid marketing system. So when I was looking at Visi, I looked at all these points, and I can honestly say that all of these were ticked. The exec team has lots of experience, which I'll talk about now. So far, they're only 3 years old, so they have a really good track record. They're debt-free, owned by a family, 2 brothers. They have a unique product, of course, which we're going to talk about later, and it definitely is a product that's in demand. Long-term business plan, they've got a 20-year business plan. How much longer do you want? I don't even know if I'm going to be alive in 20 years. Anyway, completed their foundation stage. They are almost at that stage, and I must say that was one point that wasn't ticked when I first looked at the company, but now we are reaching 3 years old in April. And they definitely have a lucrative plan. You don't have to wait. You start earning straight away. You might not get the cash in your hand, but you are accumulating volume that is carried forward from day one. And then, of course, they have a solid marketing system, and that's called Project 20. And I use the Project 20, and we can talk about that at another stage, but it's as simple as giving out a link, a one-stop shop, and you can get people to look at the business without saying a word. Now, how much better could you get than that? Okay, so the question then becomes, what is Visi? So Visi, for those of you who haven't heard about Visi before, who are on the call, Visi is a leadership company offering breakthrough products for whole body vitality, offering a way for you to lead your best life, and a compensation model that can harness the power of leverage residual income. That's what we all want. Okay, so Visi has brought to market products that are totally unique and first to market products, and these products will bring out the best you from a health point, and give you a business model that will enable you not only to dig yourself out of debt if you are in debt, but also will pour out a significant income if you treat this like a real business. And the best part about it is you don't even have to work 40 hours a week. So while at the same time reducing the number of hours that you actually work, and you increase the time that you want to spend doing things that you want to do. We all have dreams. We all have families that we want to spend time with. Where do we get that when we're working a 40-hour week? So we are a leadership company. In fact, the name Visi means leader in the Old Norse language. And so the next question would be, who is Visi? So Visi is based in Pleasant Grove, Utah, Salt Lake City, USA. And the corporate team in Visi has combined over 100 years experience in network marketing industry. In fact, when you look at the executive team, the handsome 3 of them, okay, These individuals have represented and worked for other individuals and businesses in the past that have produced millions on millions on millions of dollars of revenue. So what this says to me is I'm dealing with a very solid foundation and a real company and a quality company here in Visi. So Visi is owned by the two brothers, Ryan and Kent Lewis, and they've kept it in the family. Their COF is their brother-in-law, Paul Frampton. But take a listen to these figures. Now, this company is almost 3 years old, okay? Just nearly 3 years old. In the first year in business, they made over 15 million in sales, okay? The second year in business, over 45 million in sales was created. And so far, they are on track in their third year for 75 million, okay? So we have something here that's very, very special. So what I like about this company is that they have 50% more customers than business owners. And what does this tell you? Well, it tells me that not everyone wants to come in the business as a partner, but they certainly do believe in the products. The exec team want Visi to be the #1 company in the world in anti-aging, weight loss, and wellness. And you know what? I believe that they've done it. I believe that with the products that they have, I mean, they certainly have shown me that that this is possible. And I'm seeing it happening in front of me. And it's just really awesome to be part of it. So I just put a little picture in there because I want you to see that those are not just pictures. Those are real. That's me there with Ryan Lewis. That was taken at the conference last year. So this is truly an opportunity to look at if you want to build an income. And firstly, I'm going to talk to you about what makes our products so unique, and then I'm going to give you a rundown on the products that we have. And we believe in leading, of course, so we want to be the leader in a particular market where other companies haven't ventured yet. And I think that with this AC2 technology, and the variety of different ingredients, of course the AC2 technology has been patented by Visi, and this technology is going to enable us to become the leaders, if not already become the leaders in the industry that the brothers have targeted. And if you have a look at the screen now, you'll see that the AC2 technology consists of 2 ingredients. It's first the Arctic cloudberry and then the hydrolyzed collagen protein. So of course we need to educate people about the ingredients. It will take me too long, as it is I always go over time, and to explain the processes and all of that. But it's all there, it's all down on paper, and you can learn as you go along. And so we educate people about these ingredients, and we see lives being transformed on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And it's the most satisfying thing for me. So the next question would be, what is the Arctic cloudberry? Because not many people know about this fruit. And so now the question is, what is the Arctic cloudberry? So this is a superfruit, and it grows wild in Scandinavia in the high altitudes, and is one of the most nutrient-dense fruits available anywhere in the world. Very few people know about it. As I've said, it's considered a superfruit, and this particular fruit is very rich in vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, amino acids, mega oils, antioxidants, which all protect your cells. And it is shown to be, it's also shown to be antimicrobial. The amazing thing about this fruit is that it blossoms over a period of 73 days of the constant sunlight in Norway called the midnight sun. And I'm just looking forward to going to experience that one day in Norway, and I know that I'm going to go there with the company. And these fruits cannot be grown anywhere else. They actually grow under the snow, and in that period of 73 days, they come up and they blossom. And the most intriguing thing about them is that they ripen almost the other way round. So they start off bright red and then they go to yellow. And they are known in Scandinavia as the Scandinavian gold. And to take you a little bit further back, the folk tale of this fruit dates as far back as the Vikings. And these people of the region used this fruit as their staple diet from which they got all their nutrients. So the fruit nourished them, kept them healthy, well and strong. And of course, we all know the reputation of the Scandinavians. We all know that they're very big and strong and healthy, and also, of course, very attractive. So we are the first company in the world to bring this product into the marketplace. But there is also another product, and that is our enzyme hydrolyzed collagen. A profound scientific breakthrough for two reasons. The number one reason is that it's bioidentical. It's a bioidentical available source of protein for human beings. So that means that it's very close to what we actually produce in our body. We know how important protein is because it really builds up our bodies, the building blocks of our body. And it's what's, we're made of, basically. Our muscles, our tissues are all protein. Even our DNA is made up of protein. And in order for us to be able to heal, regenerate, and rebuild our bodies on a daily basis, even, weekly, monthly, we go on building, repairing, and rejuvenating, we need to get a quality protein that's broken down and absorbed by our bodies easily. And unfortunately, we don't get this through our food because of digestive issues. And even if you look at the protein supplements that are available nowadays, they're very average and have all funny things in as well. So in fact, most of the protein supplements that are available anywhere in the marketplace, like the whey protein, are not absorbed properly. Whey protein in recent studies have shown that only 53% is absorbed into the body. Soy protein, which makes up the bulk of the products in the market, like the bars and the shakes, only has 26% absorption rate. And of course, the vegetable proteins are far less. Like you can see there, pea protein is only 16%. So here we come into the market with this amazing product, and we have a 95% absorption rate. And I mean, that is really incredible. In fact, on the screen there you can see our Nufina, which is a really incredible product. We're going to talk about that later, but our little chew, which has got 4 grams of collagen protein in, is absorbed through the saliva glands in the mouth. So the absorption, when you absorb it, it goes straight into the bloodstream, hence it's working at a 90% absorption rate and much quicker. So I just wanted to share with you, when we start aging, a lot of things start happening, and we notice the aches and the pains and the wrinkles and the sagging skin, the hair loss, and all these aches and pains like arthritis and hip and knee joints aches. And so, we've got this begins to happen because our collagen levels begin to slow down, and we lose collagen at a rate of 1% per annum. And so I wanted to show you these because these are before and after photos, and I've actually got Alicia on the call tonight, and the top right-hand corner lady is, you can see the differences that happened from May to August, which is a very short period of time. Look how gorgeous she looks. Look how her neck has lifted. I mean, it's just really incredible products. The top right-hand corner, the hand, the deformed arthritis setting in, I mean, that's just incredible. Even hair growth. So this product, all of these products help and work together towards giving us just a better lifestyle, to lead our best life, to be healthy. And here we go. So let me just tell you quickly about my friend Cheryl. I mean, I got into this company purely because of Cheryl. Now look at that picture. Now Cheryl is in that picture, I'm not allowed to say her age, otherwise she'll come and hunt me down, but she is, on the left-hand side is the before photo, and you can see she looks 10 years younger. Now, when I met Cheryl and I saw her, I was sold on just seeing her, because that is incredible, the difference. Her skin is better, lighter, it's smoother. She's younger and she's looking absolutely gorgeous. And then here I have a picture of Diana, and she was very overweight, and she lost all the weight. Lovely girl. I actually never met Sherry at the conference, but I did see her there, and you can see the difference in her face, her hair, everything is just, she looks younger, a whole lot younger. So, you know, today I went to a meeting with a prospect and one of the Visi Partners, and they were saying to me, well, how do we know that these photos are real? You know, because of course we're at times very skeptical. So I've added a little picture there of me and Diana together at the conference. I've made a point of meeting people at the conference that had given testimonials, and so I want you to know that this is actually real. So let's go on to talking about our amazing products, okay? Our products are divided into 3 segments. First, you have the Nourish, and these are products that nourish our bodies. Then we have the Power. These products, you know, energize us and help with our immune system. And then you have Refine, and these are the products that enhance our looks. And of course, with that comes our life. The first product under the the Nourish section is our wonderful Probita. This is a chew that is 4 grams hydrolyzed collagen protein, has 4 grams of hydrolyzed collagen protein in it, and it's absorbed into the bloodstream, as I said earlier, through the saliva glands, which gives it a very high absorption rate. It also supports appetite control, supports greater mobility, promotes growth hormone release, helps you sleep wonderful. Can't believe how good I sleep lately. Helps you have a healthy skin, healthy joints, and strong bones. And then you have the Nafina, and this is a smoothie mix. And in this particular mix, you have our Arctic cloudberry and our enzyme hydrolyzed collagen, along with 12 other whole fruits and vegetables that most people are not even getting in their normal diet. And each serving has 12 grams of collagen protein in. Other benefits are it supports cardiovascular, your immune health, improves your appearance of your skin, hair, and nails. Your muscle recovery is very quick, very good for sports people, supports healthy joints, like when you have the pain starts happening in the hips, the knees, the hands, arthritis starts setting in. But the best thing about this product, it is a full meal replacement, and it does satisfy hunger and cravings. And then your Renza, which is our detox our cleansing product, comes in a capsule form, and you take this with meals, and it's designed to help your body digest properly and remove all those toxins from the system. So it cleans up the liver, the kidneys, the digestive tract. You know, the toxin builds in our bodies due to the things that we have in our air and our food supply, in our water, and it's very important that we cleanse the body from all of these toxins. If we don't, they accumulate and become long-term problems. We don't want that, do we? One of my favorites is the Wellness. It's a multivitamin drink mix, and you drink it in a little bit of water. You put it in a bottle or a glass, and you stir it up, and it's a flavored drink mix that contains all the vitamins and the minerals your body needs to function properly. And other benefits are that it provides superior antioxidant protection, it improves your cardiovascular health, it encourages anti-aging effects, manages your healthy stress levels, and also supports healthy cholesterol levels, which all of those we need. So this is a super, super product. And the next is under our Power section, which is the Energy. Now, our Energy product is also a drink mix that you mix in a bottle of water or glass, And this is whenever you feel a little tired or sluggish, and you feel like you need something to pick you up, okay? It really works. Within 20 minutes, you can feel the difference. It's a dynamite product. It gives you all the nutrients that you need, including the Arctic cloudberry, and it helps you to get more energy and focus, helps you to be more alert, fights fatigue, boosts performance like you can't believe, and supports antioxidant protection. And then this is what I call my happy pill, and this comes in a capsule form, and it's to be taken before breakfast or lunch, never after 2 o'clock because you might not sleep. In fact, the clinical studies have proven that our products, Vinlay and the Probita combined, burns more body fat and promotes lean muscle mass more than any other product in the market. And what's also nice with the Probita and the Vinlay is that it balances hormones. So all the ladies out there that have hot sweats, midnight sweats and hot flushes, I know it's embarrassing. I don't have them anymore because I'm taking my Visi products. Feeling great, feeling good. Okay, so the next one and last one is our very new, that has not officially been launched. It's our exclusive hydrolyzed collagen rejuvenating cream. Soon to be released into the market, probably at the conference. It uses the antioxidants of the Arctic cloudberry plus the hydrolyzed collagen and permeates deep into the skin, and it stimulates natural collagen synthesis. So what happens is your fine lines fade and the skin tone, your skin tones and tightens in just 4 to 8 weeks. I cannot wait for this product to come out, because with the combination of the our cream called Fora and the Probita that's working from the inside and Fora is working from the outside, we are just going to get younger every day. Okay, so basically, just to give you a quick overview of our business model, it's very simple, fun, and easy, and consists only of building 2 teams. So to qualify in the dual team commissions, you'll have to bring in 2 people. That does not mean that you're not earning from the day you sign in, because you are. You just get your commissions, your dual team commissions, when you sign your 2 people in. And it works for you all the way through, and your the person that invited you tonight will explain the business model in more detail. All I'm going to tell you, not to confuse you, because we've had a lot of information tonight, is you have to get 1 person on your left, 1 person on your right. Very different from other MLM companies where you have to get 6 to 9 people sometimes before you start earning. And then, of course, Visi, in Visi you earn on volume, and the volume until you're qualified is carried forward, which you can use at a later stage. So what do? It's simple. You just get 2 people to get 2 people to take the choose, and then those 2 people get 2 people to take the choose, and so on, and get everyone chewing. And looking and feeling great. I mean, how difficult can that be? So I'm going to leave you to chew on that one. Okay, this business is about duplication. It's not about selling products. I know I sound sometimes like a repeating little robot, and I probably annoy people, but we don't really, in Visi, we don't want to go out there and push these products onto people, because let me tell you something, that when you start taking the products, so our whole philosophy is that you use the products, you talk about them, because when people see you looking gorgeous, they're going to want to know what you've been doing, and then you talk about what you've been doing, and then you share the tools. So when someone says, oh, this business looks too complicated, how am I going to learn it all? No, or I need time to learn it all before I start. Well, you don't. You learn as you go. All you have to do is take the product, and when you're taking the product, people are going to ask you what you're doing, because you're just going to be looking amazing. All right, so our aim is to basically we want you to reach your dreams. We want you to. We're not interested in telling you that we're going to make you millionaires. Of course, they will come. But what we want right now is to make you thousandaires. So It's possible, and it's been achieved every week in this business. Our aim is to get you earning $1,000 a month, then $1,000 a week. Some people are even earning $1,000 a day. If they can do it, you can do it. But now I want to talk to you about the timing aspect, because right now timing does matter. All network marketing direct sales companies have become successful through going through 3 levels of the growth cycle, which is the foundation, the momentum stage, and the stability. The foundation stage is when a company is just getting started. It's like the first 2 to 3 years, sometimes 4 years, and this is when the corporate team is trying to develop internally, and they're expanding the corporate staff, employing corporate people, and trying to get their brand out, growing their business. Their stories start to attract people, and then people come in, and then they begin to get results. And eventually, some people, when people start talking about your product and your company, you go to the next stage, which is the momentum stage. And this stage can be, between 5 and 8 years, sometimes 10 years. And this is where the substantial growth happens. Okay, so right now, Visi is not even 3 years old yet. So what I'm saying to you is that it's really important to look at where the company is, because where you want to be in a company, when you're choosing a company, is in that momentum stage, because that is when the biggest growth happens. I mean, there are companies going from 5 million a month to 60, 70 million a month in this momentum stage. And then, of course, eventually the company gets to the stability stage, and the company can still grow in the stability stage, but it's not going to grow like it did in the momentum. So I say again, the key here is that you understand where we are right now in Visi, okay? And we're in the foundation stage. So if you're looking at this business webinar for the first time, you're here, the right place at the right time. You need to look. We're in the right place. We're in the foundation period. So we're starting to creep closer to the momentum. And before we get to that momentum stage, you need to get it. The timing is absolutely perfect, okay? And the timing does matter. I mean, if you think about this, if you go back in time and get yourself involved with companies like Starbucks or Microsoft or Apple, knowing what you know now, you could have been a multi-millionaire by now. If you understand timing back then and position yourself with those companies who have gone on to be Onic, and I believe very strongly that that's where we are with Visi. This company will become to anti-aging health and whole body vitality what Starbucks has become to coffee, what Apple has become to devices, and what Microsoft has become to software. And I really and truly believe that. So in less than 3 years, we have already opened in 20 countries worldwide with access to 1 billion people. Now just remember one thing, there are people in your country coming in every day under someone. So why not under you? Okay, don't wait, take action now, and the longer you wait, the more people are coming in. So the secret is to get in from the beginning, just before the rush happens. So when the business gets momentum, it starts to grow on its own, you're already positioned to benefit from the stage. And I really hope that you get that. Here's some words of wisdom. I love this guy. He says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes and then learn about it later. And that's exactly what I've done. And so I encourage you to look at this opportunity with that kind of open mind. And what you need to do now is you need to call the person who invited you, and they'll help you get started or give you any other information that you will need. So I am to the end of my presentation tonight, and I really thank you for taking time out. I see there are a lot of partners on the call, and of course every business webinar that you listen to upskills you to become closer to the person who's at the other end, who is giving the webinar and who's helping people lead their best life, talking to them about our products and our business opportunity. So I thank you again for coming tonight. There is an email address at the bottom there if you did want to ask me any questions, but your sponsor will have the questions and will tell you a whole lot more about the business. So you have a good evening, and until next Thursday, bye for now.